Smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear. We eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Chris, a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down. Bennett got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Bennett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Romeo Doubs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They begin the drive with Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Corral. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should go put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll run the jet sweep with Atwell. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Williams running left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. This defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
Going for it on 4th down, Corral. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. He'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Fourth down. Here's Corral. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And here's Bennett. Back to the air on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Corral will throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bennett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Bennett. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a great idea. You've got to step or step downfield and make coverage and make a break quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Stop defense. Come on, team. Tighten up your play position.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral, he'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact of time there. And now 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it. But it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now Bennett to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Winds up falling incomplete. Colts send out the punter as he's on here to punt it again. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Bennett now throwing to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said,
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bennett. In trouble, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now Bennett throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and 10, Taylor now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They run once more with Taylor. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Bennett throwing on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Our last chance.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point lead down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Corral. Into it with a nice play defensively. Now brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bennett. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the offense. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, here's Corral. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zeal. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bennett. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Here's Bennett throwing on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They give to Williams, running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Corral. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Third and long, Corral. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 11. Looking to throw. Bennett. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taking charge. Every touchdown for them is going to be at his own. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the fifth. Corral lost it. The ball is out, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter. Fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Corral on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They run. It's Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down.